Here's your Thursday workout, guys. Finally made it over the hump, making our way down to Friday and the weekend. So we have some lower body work today for our first portion. We have another minute and a half sort of time domain for each set, going through this 4 times. So within the first minute and a half, we're working the entire minute, because what I'm doing is I'm doing 30 seconds of squats, goblet squats if you have it, air squats if you can't perform that full squatting range of motion, or if you know you're gonna burn out by the time you get to that 30-second mark. If you start with some goblet and you only get 15 and you're like, man, my squats are breaking down a little bit, that's fine, go air squats, okay? So we're doing 30 seconds of squats, 30 seconds of work there, immediately into a 30-second wall sit. Same thing. If you start weighted on those squats, I want you to go weighted on those wall sits, all right? Make sure you have a sturdy wall, don't sit up against a door, all right? Go up against a wall. Then the second minute, so we have basically a 30-minute rest, we're doing 10 and 10 side plank clamshells. So I'm gonna go over those. These are, it's a smaller movement, but it's really important. Just because a lot of the times when we're squatting, right, I'm just going here, using a little stretch. I'm not really using a lot of my glutes to do this work. And if you feel from Saturday, I know I was, if you ever feel like you're running and your lower back is starting to light up, or if you're doing any type of squatting, lunging, anything like that, and your lower back is starting to light up, might mean that our glutes are not performing as they should be, okay? These are the main muscle movers here, and if that just means that your lower back is lining up during a lot of lower body movements, we need to focus specifically on our glutes, specifically to make them work. So, side plank clamshell is a great movement to do so. What you're going to do is you're going to get down on your elbow. Remember, 90 degrees in your knees and hips. Since my knees are now in front of my hips, I need to plank up and move my hips so that I'm in a straight line, okay? So what I'm going to do is, and as I do so, I'm going to open up that top leg. So I'm going to press off this bottom knee, come up and forward, so I'm a straight line from my knee, hip to shoulder, and then right back down. So I'm coming up, and then right back down. Using this bottom knee, using this my right side glute to make this movement happen, to push my hips up and forward, okay? Don't be afraid to go a little slower. There, a little pause at the top will really help get some contraction through your glutes. That's our first part. Second part, we have more of a bigger rep scheme, bigger focus. We have a 10-minute AMRAP. We have a kettlebell or a dumbbell complex. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 4 total, which means 2 per arm, but I want you guys to go through 2 per arm, 2 per arm, 2 per arm. So essentially what it's going to look like is, I'll use my dumbbell right here. We're going to do 4 deadlifts, 4 hang power cleans, then 4 push jerks. So right here, I'll do my 4 deadlifts, 2 on my right, and then I can go 2 on my left, and then I can go into that hang power clean, swinging it right between my legs for 2. Then I can switch for 2, and I can do the push jerk. Remember, push jerk, dip, drive, drop underneath, 2 reps on that side, and then I can switch it, dip, drive, drop, 2 reps on my right side. Okay? And that's how I want you guys to perform that, switching 2 reps every movement. Then we have our 20 sit-ups, basic sit-up, just make sure it's a lot of reps. We sit up tall, not hunched over, good posture, touch your toes. Then we have 40 jump rope reps after that. So that's the bulk of the workout today, guys. Not a lot of volume overall, which means the intensity needs to be high. Needs you to really hit this 10-minute AMRAP as hard as you can. Be super intense with it. Just keep going, as you guys do, because you're all crushing it, and I'll see you on Zoom.